Welcome back, people. We got some more Fishing Planet for you guys here again today. We are back on iOS. So we are now level 22, as you can see up there on the top. And I'm going to show you about some fishing and grinding it out. So as you can see, we are here in Rocky Lake. My guy there with the orange around, with his rod in his hand and the fish, that's where we are. So we're going to click Go Fishing. And then we're going to turn around. I'm going to move to the spot. Now, I have shown this spot before, but I'm going to show you. So when I was last in here, I was at level 21. And I only had 130 cash left. I did level up to level 22. That's what I am at now. So I did get 1,500 for leveling up. So now I've got 1,630 cash. I'm going to show you my rod setup in case you want to copy the same rod setup as what I've got. If you've got a better rod, then that's good. It's just going to help you process that little bit quicker for reeling in the fish. So I've caught quite a lot of fish throughout this day. Anytime we do live streams, I'll always use a face camera mic, but for videos, I randomly hit record. That's how we get those good videos. If you're new to Fishing Planet or interested in Fishing Planet, it's a good reason to hit that subscribe button, because anytime there's updates on Fishing Planet, I always download, install as quick as I can. And we're always buying the new DLCs to get into the new lake and showing you hotspots, how and where to catch certain fish, completing all new missions. We do have all the missions completed and all fish monster missions completed. And of course, we also do have a playlist of just Fishing Planet. That's the best reason to hit the subscribe button. And of course, when them updates do come out, I'll always let you know what's going to be in the updates. But we'll definitely be live streaming with the face camera mic. So the last net that I did have, last time we did a video, it was 26.5 pound maximum amount of weight of fish. And my biggest fish that I could hold in the net was 5.5 pounds. But I brought a new net since being in this place, fishing in here. And now we've got 51 pounds, nearly 52 pound in the net there. And the most we can have is 66 pound. Big difference. And then max size fish is 15.4 pounds. So definitely a lot bigger of a net. And for sure, as well as it being bigger, we now are going to be earning more money in one day. The most I did earn with the other net was around about 2,000-ish cash. But now, obviously, I can go up to 66 pound. We're definitely going to earn a lot more. So we zoom in. You can see my marker is set out there. There's my marker. Now, that's where I'm casting to. As long as you cast a minimum of 90 foot to around about 110 straight out in front of you there, you'll catch fish all day long. Same as there, as you can see on the left, we have another marker there just near those lily pads there. Again, if you can't cast really far out there to 100 odd foot, that's why I set that marker there. That one is a little bit closer. That's around about 40-ish foot. So if you can't cast as far, it's not a problem. You'll still catch the same amount of fish there as what you will casting right out there. The only reason why I cast out here is because I feel like the pace is that little bit quicker for fishing out there. All right, we got snagged. We might as well just auto reel, because I'm going to jump to the next day and we're going to see how much money I have earned. Now, I know the net's not completely full. We could definitely fit in a little bit more, but I'm not too bothered. Oh, look at that turtle. I don't think I've ever seen a turtle in this place before. That's a first. Anyway, got a bait coin for it, so that's good. So if we press day up there, and then we can press next morning, it's £300 a day. This is why I decided to come back here and fish here, because it's a lot cheaper for me to fish here than Everglades. It's 7,500 for me to get there, and 1,500 each day, or 1,000 each day. Here is only 300, a lot cheaper. Wow, look at that, 5,830. Now, if I didn't have premium, I would have had 3,886. So there is a slight difference there. And as well as, obviously, that, the XP, we got just a little bit under 1,000 XP more because I've got premium. Now, you don't have to have premium, but I'm using premium just because. I'm going to quickly cast to there. Let's quickly cast to there and show you how far that is. Yeah, I've got premium because I just want to try and get that little bit more cash. So that's 48 foot out there. So about 50 foot there. I thought it was 40. But yeah, about 50 foot there. So coming back into this part here, we can buy more bait. If we go here, then we press baits, and then we can buy more baits here, but it is more expensive to buy stuff here compared to buying it at the home. Now if I leave the lake, it will be a bit cheaper. For minnows, it's £300 for 10 inside, because we're in the map, because we're on a map, should I say. It's 450, so an extra 100 cash more. Now I'm not going to bother to buy more baits because I am going to have to come out and repair my gear very soon. But if you don't need to repair your bait, why did I say bait twice? If you don't need to repair your gear, then yeah, you could always just buy some bait from there. So we click go fishing, and we're going to cast out to there. So to set markers real quick, we press our backpack, then we can press the map, and then on the map down there on the bottom right, it says 5 in orange, and then /6. Then we got the marker. Next to the marker there is the actual marker that you can press, and you can set a marker for the last fish that you caught, so that way when you come into these new lakes, or back to these old lakes should I say, you remember exactly where the fish are. Now for me, I don't really need to do that because I've been playing this game for a little over 6 years now, so I know where most fish are in pretty much every lake anyway. But I just set the markers again just for you guys, and of course if you add me on iOS and I add you back and you need markers, it means I can come into this lake and I can send you the markers of what I have to make it that little bit more easier for you guys to obviously get it. But even if you don't have me added, it's not a big deal. As long as you're fishing the same spot as me, you're using the same bait and the same hook. That's pretty much all that matters. It don't really matter about the rod and the line and stuff. As long as you're using the same bait, the same hook and same location. Yeah, that's quite important to do that. Now, you can catch fish anywhere in any lake, but it can just take that little bit longer if you're not in a hotspot. If you have a hotspot, as I've mentioned before, a hotspot is where you're catching fish at either a very fast pace or you're catching quite big fish. That's the same thing. It's a hotspot. You can catch fish anywhere, but a hotspot's going to help you progress through that little bit quicker. All right, so let's reel this in. Let's see what we got here. But my line's down to 42%, but I do have more line on me, so that's okay. When I did come out of here, I repaired my reel, but my rod wasn't ready. So because of that, I've got a lot more durability on the reel now. I've got 88% and 59 on the rod. But I'm going to wait until the reel durability goes down, and then I will back out, so that way I can repair them both at the same time. Now, to repair stuff when you come out of the map, you can only repair stuff that's below 70%. So when you come out of the map, it will come up automatically saying, do you want to repair your gear? And then you can repair it. Now, for example, if I left here and I repaired my rod, but I wanted to get the reel to 100%, because it's at 88, it will not come up asking me to repair. But if I go to my home, I can take the reel off my rod, repair the reel, and then put the reel back on. But then I have to put the line back on, the hook back on, the weight back on, the bait back on. So it's kind of makes it that little bit more easier for you if you wait until everything is below 70% to repair. I probably wouldn't go any lower than around about 20 to 15% durability on your reel, your rod, your line, and of course on your leader. That's just personally myself. Now, you don't have to do that. Now, the way I've got this rod set up is for max drag. Max drag, again, we've done plenty of videos on those. And if you don't understand max drag, you could always check out in our playlist of Just Fishing Planet. There's many videos in there explaining max drag. It's what it is, just to cut it down short. It's basically, I can get those red bars to come up like that without it ever snapping. Then I class that as balancing. Some people don't like to use the max drag, but I use it to the ability of my advantage, because the more I use that max drag, the more pressure I'm putting onto that fish. It means that I'm reeling it in that little bit quicker. Now, if you're not in a rush, that's fine, but I'm always in a rush because I've got to try and put these videos out for you guys as quick as I can, so that way if you're progressing through the game, as long as I'm always a higher level than you, it means that the videos that I'm putting out are going to help you straight away. Whereas if we're the same level, where you're a higher level than me, then I put this video out, it doesn't really help you that much. Just unless you want to obviously come back to a lower level lake and just catch some different fish and be in a different place. So then, of course, this video could help you out. But do leave your comments in the comment section below. I do try my best to respond to every single comment. And don't forget to smack that like button as well if you are still enjoying Fishing Planet. Another fish on again. So as you can see, I'm not making any edits into any videos that I'm making on iOS. And yeah, you can see the difference in the pace of fishing. I am catching fish at a pretty fast pace. I didn't have to wait that long for either fish that I've caught so far. I've caught them pretty good, and we're not even at a peak time. I just started 5 AM, which is normally what I do. I start from 5 AM and fish it through, unless not much is going on. If I don't get a lot of interest, then of course I will move the time forward. I try not to waste too much time waiting. If you spend too much time waiting, that's cash and XP that you're losing. It's all about time. Now, it might not be for everybody because they might have a lot of time on their hands and they might not be in a rush to get to max level, but it can be a little bit frustrating sometimes. You know, I've done it myself when I first played this game, you know, more than 6 years ago. And I used to sit there and wait quite a long time to catch a fish. I'm talking like nearly an hour real time. I used to sit there waiting to catch a fish, and I just couldn't catch it. And that's kind of why I didn't really play it that much in the beginning, until I learned that there is certain spots to catch certain fish quicker. And since I've learned that, it's changed my gameplay 100%. It's definitely changed my gameplay. And, you know, we are now close to 400 videos on just Fishing Planet. You know, the channel is basically made up out of fishing. But of course we do show other games, new games, old games, pre-order games. And I do love electric bikes and scooters, and we do unboxing videos and different tests on different stuff like that as well. If that's your thing, possibly. But if not, if you're just supporting me through Fishing Planet, that's completely fine. I understand that some people only like Fishing Planet and that's it. But for me, I like to try and put other content there just to try and mix it up to give you guys something different. Because if I only showed this every day and nothing else, I feel like that wouldn't be that very... yeah, just not that good. It wouldn't be that entertaining, or at least I don't think it would. For some of you, you might think it would be, but for me, yeah, I like to try and put different stuff there. Anyway, let's cast out again. So as you can see, I'm getting fish pretty quick, to be honest. Now, I do have 8 minnows. Now you can use other baits in this place. You don't just have to use small minnows. By using the artificial eggs, that's you get quite a bit for your money for that. So I have noticed by using the artificial eggs that I do catch even faster, and I do catch a lot, but they're smaller fish that I'm catching. Whereas if by me using these small minnows, I'm catching them that little bit bigger of a fish. Now I could put on a 2-watt barbless hook, which would allow me to try and catch that bigger fish. But because I'm just using this rod, the Creek Pro, it's, you know, it's the very beginning rod. So because of that reason, yeah, I don't really want to be putting on a 2-watt hook when I probably wouldn't even be able to reel the fish in, if I'm honest. So that's why I've stuck to a 1. But I'm going to keep fishing here until I get to... so I'm level 22, so I'll wait until I'm about level 26-ish, I guess. And then I am going to move from this place. But I'm going to grind it out for another 4 levels here, because 300 cash a day to fish here, and I'm earning thousands in each day that I'm fishing. That's pretty good. I'm going to end up with some serious money. And then by the time I come out of here at level 26, I'll then be able to buy a better, stronger rod, a better bottom rod, and if I'm lucky, I might even have enough money to buy a spinning rod, because we don't yet have a spinning rod. I got rid of the other rod, the very first rod that you get for free in the beginning of the game. Isn't really much use to me anymore, nor will I ever use it again. So that's why I'm now only have the 1 rod, which is here in my hands. But that's fine. I don't mind fishing with the 1 rod. I would prefer 2, because obviously that's going to increase my chances of catching the fish that little bit quicker. If you have more than 1 rod, I then definitely recommend using it. Even using 2 of these Creek Pro rods is going to help you. Now, I probably could buy this rod and this reel again, because it's not very expensive. It is quite cheap. but I want to get a stronger rod because my plan is to obviously go to a different lake. By the time I get to 26, we're gonna do another farm grind somewhere else. But this is definitely a good way. A little bit slow pace now. I kind of jinxed myself there because it was going so good, and now it's slowed down. So that's what I would do in this situation. I'm not going to hold out any longer because, as I said, I'm a little bit impatient. You could hold it out and you definitely would catch a fish, but it's just going to take that little bit longer. So for me, I'm going to reel it in and I'm going to show you what bubbles would do. So I press day and we're going to jump the time. I don't mind about the bait coin. And then we're going to go forward to the peak time. The peak time, as you can see, is where the yellow is there. I'm going to press forward time. There we go. Oh, wow, I messed it up. Nobody saw that. The picture quality changes. It does look really good on iOS. I've got to admit, they have done a really good job. The game's running nice and smooth. It looks very clean and fresh. Don't worry though, I still am going to be playing on PC on Steam, and of course I am still going to be playing on PS4. But on PS4 and on PC on Steam, I am max level on both of those accounts. There's not really much more for me to do, whereas if on here on iOS, because I'm starting from the beginning, it gives me something to do, which I kind of like that, because I do like Fishing Planet. They do put out quite a few updates, you know, of different fish monster missions, which we always do, and they put out other updates every now and again. I don't know, about twice a year sometimes we get a new map, which is absolutely awesome when we get a new map, because not only it gives me content for you guys, but it's nice to fish somewhere different. When I first played this game, there wasn't very many maps to choose from, if I'm honest. There wasn't many places to fish. But this game's come along a long way in those 6 years, or, well, about 7 years of the game being released. It's been out for I've seen so many changes. There never used to be rod stands. There never used to be boats. There never used to be even half or even a quarter of the amount of maps that there is today. So lots of different places for you to fish, and lots of different hotspots, lots of different missions and stuff. So this game can definitely keep you busy. Of course, you can speed up your process. Use barbless hooks for more XP. It's going to help you level up faster. But buying premium with real cash is going to, of course, that's going to help you level up faster and get you cash faster. Or you could buy a DLC and just go straight into one of the high-level lakes straight away, which would make you level up insanely fast. So for me, I'm going to just be using premium. I might buy a DLC on here at some point, but not just as of yet, because I want to just use premium and level up that way. Then that way I can show you guys where I'm going to level up. And every time I've been leveling up, I started off with going from 2 levels. I would fish, show you a video, then I'd level up twice, come back and fish again, level up twice, come back and fish. And then I did it 3 levels. So now from level 20 to 22 to level 26, I want to do it as 4 levels, and then we'll put a bit of a gap between each time we level up, just so that way you can see what I'm doing. Now here I'm kind of doing the same thing over and over, so I feel like that would be boring if I just made a really long video, although I might do that at some point though. Anyway, I'm not having much luck now, but that's fine, I don't mind. I think I'm going to cast to that little spot there on the left, and we'll give that a go. If that spot don't work, move to a different spot. You'll always find a different spot. There is plenty of spots. There's not just these 2. There's plenty of different spots on every map. There's somewhere different. There's always more than one hotspot, so you can always catch more than one type of fish. There's lots of different types of fish in this game as well, so that's awesome. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. Leave your comments below. And keep an eye out for the next video coming very soon. Make sure, well, I really can't talk. Make sure that notification bell is hit, so that way you don't miss out on the next video. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I am out.